If you ride, you almost certainly know how much it sucks to have eyewear that doesn't properly block the wind. Well, we have our top 5 picks here that have got you covered. Stick around. Hello and welcome to Eyeglass Tyler. Today we're talking about the best motorcycle glasses for wind coverage and protection. These top 5 picks will help you combat not only wind, but dry eyes and the blurred vision that comes from excess wind while you're riding. What I was looking for when picking out these frames was, of course, a removable gasket, because that is the best way to block the wind, dust, and debris, but also versatile because they can be taken off and replaced. Also, an 8-base wrap is really good, kind of goes hand in hand with that foam gasket, gives you a contoured fit for a complete seal. If at the end of this you're ready to order, do not forget about SportRx. Definitely don't forget about our CBETR guarantee, because the CBETR guarantee makes ordering from SportRx risk-free. All right, let's get into this. All right, ladies first, we're kicking off our lineup with a style meant to match a woman's sensibilities with the 7i Briza. Tons of performance features without sacrificing style. A cool perk here, cool benefit, is that they are ANSI rated, Z87.1 rated, which means that they are super safe. They definitely got you covered no matter what could be kicked up, what could be thrown at your face while you're riding at speed. Maximum coverage thanks to this wraparound design. Huge lens. They use their Air Shield eye cup technology. That's what 7i calls their eye cup design here. It is a closed foam cell. It is vented, of course, because the better seal you have, the more potential there is for fogging. A quick moment to note with the closed cell foam design here. The foam itself is going to be a little better protected against those things because there's a layer between the open cell part of the foam and all of those elements. However, in my experience, it tends to mean I sweat a little bit more because it's that much more of a seal. It doesn't breathe quite as well as an open cell foam. The closed cell foam design tends to be what 7i prefers. As we get into Wiley X, you're going to get more of those open cell options, which I tend to prefer. With the issue of saying that, yeah, the foam will last a little longer with the closed cell design, they're very easily replaceable. So I don't think that that's a huge winning factor, but you do get a little bit closer of a seal. So whatever works better for you, obviously, is the best thing to go with. You get better venting on this closed cell design here because I think it is a closer seal, which is good because it means it's less likely to fog up. With the Briza, you also have grip on the ends of the temples. They are embedded in the temple tips as well as embedded in the nose pad. So really good at gripping onto your head, staying on your head, not falling off. It isn't probably going to be much of an issue while you're wearing a helmet anyway, because the helmet is going to help to keep it on your head. Still nice to have those features. And of course, that helmet compatibility with this nice, thinner, more lower profile temple. You also have a very thick temple tip here toward the front, which is going to help to act as kind of more of a side shield, that much more protection against light leaking in or air, dirt, dust, and debris, all of that good stuff. Well, bad stuff. The Briza is very much RXable, meaning we can put your prescription in it if need be, as is the case actually with all of these. I'll mention it as it is relevant, but all of these can be done in prescription, so keep that in mind. When it comes to sizing this as an SFW of 127 millimeters, which lands you at a women's medium. And hey, if you're a man who likes this style, if you're liking the look of this, that's totally fine. It's going to fit more of a small face for men. Next up, we have another 7i. This is a Churada. And I'm just thinking right now about how we have really just 7i and Wiley X. I like to have a little more versatility on the table while I'm giving recommendations and our top picks. But really, on the motorcycle scene, there are two main players, and that is 7i and Wiley X. They just really pay a lot of attention to that sector, and so that's what's on this table. Really awesome frame in the Churada, actually best-selling 7i frame, and former Rexy's nominee for best motorcycle sunglasses. Really good. I would call this more, while I said this was more of a female design, more of a gender-neutral unisex frame here that is going to fit really well on anybody, as long as it fits you size-wise. Style-wise is what I mean, that it'll fit just about anybody. Size-wise, we'll get into in a moment. There is grip on this in the temple tips. There is no grip on the nose piece. Again, not really a big concern if you're wearing them while you're riding because the helmet helps to keep it on your head. Again, very helmet compatible, thinner temple, lower profile, fits in the helmet really comfortably. Again, with 7i, like I mentioned, they like to do that closed cell foam design, so that is the same with this. Because of how much more wrapped it is, the vent holes are much larger, so it's going to help to ventilate that much better, so you don't have to worry about that. This Air Shield eye cup technology tends to be a little more face form fitting. Also ANSI Z87.1 rated and RXable, like I mentioned. When it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 129 millimeters, so it's going to land you at a men's small to medium or a women's medium. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, but maybe you have additional questions about motorcycle sunglasses, or perhaps you have prescription needs, well, reach out to one of our very friendly sports opticians because they would love to help you out. And for even more lists on the best motorcycle sunglasses, we have videos, we have blogs, and we'll put links in the description below. And next up, we have the 7i Cape. Again, ANSI Z87.1 rated, so super safe. Their Air Shield eye cup is even more aggressive on the Cape. It really goes deep into the temple for the frame front toward the temple here. And you do get nice big vent holes as well. What is unique about this style, you don't have any grip on the nose, you don't have a grip on the temples, but you do have a much more contoured temple tip here, and it's adjustable. That's how they can get away with that. So you can actually have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 4 different, it is 4 different stops on this temple, going from quite short to long enough that it can wrap behind your ear. The trouble with it being pre-curved like this is if it's too short or too long, it doesn't do what it's meant to do. If it's too short, it's going to hurt. If it's too long, it's still going to slide down your face. But because of the adjustable temples, you don't have to worry about that. It is still designed to be helmet compatible. Any of the thickness that you get from that adjustability is toward the front and not what's going to be between your head and the sides of the helmet. The Cape and the other 2 7i frames are available, by the way, in non-prescription. They're Sharp View lenses, which are shatterproof, 100% UV protection. But in prescription, again, this is RXable. You can also get this with their RX adapter. This is pretty cool. So if you are a prescription wearer, you've probably been riding for a while, maybe you have a stronger prescription and you've been wanting a more wrapped design because you want all of these perks, all of these benefits from all of the coverage and protection that you can get from a wrap design, but your prescription's too strong to allow it. This comes with an RX adapter, which is going to be much more accommodating for prescriptions. Even pretty strong prescriptions will be able to work in the adapter version of the Cape. So that is a really cool benefit that you can get and is available in this style. When it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 133 millimeters, which lands you at a men's medium or a women's medium to large. And next up, we have the Wiley X Breach. If we're talking motorcycle glasses, we've got to get to some Wiley X frames on this list. I absolutely love Wiley X. Like I mentioned, they are the other name in this category when it comes to motorcycle glasses. Wiley X really cares, and they have a lot of amazing options. All of Wiley X frames are ANSI rated, even though all the previous 7i's I mentioned, they are all ANSI rated. Not all of 7i's collection is ANSI rated, but all of Wiley's collection is safety rated. The Breach is a part of their climate control series, which is designed to protect your eyes during high velocity activities. What you get there with this, really the big kind of game changer with this frame, is these openable and closable vents here in the temple. And so if you don't want as much airflow, you can close them. When you want more, you can open them up. Really nice. You have a little more control there. You do have grip on the ends of the temples, and you have grip in the nose. It does come with these little leash holes at the ends of the temples where you can attach a strap, which is included. It is an elastic strap, so it is nice and comfortable. It does attach just to the back of the head, which can be a little troublesome when you're putting a helmet on. So I don't know how well that'll help while you're riding, but some people do use that and they really like it. The open cell foam design. So this is where we're talking now about Wiley's open cell foam. I like it, like I mentioned. They're able to give you a good seal with not as much material, still super comfortable, but that open cell foam I find to be more comfortable. It breathes a little better. It doesn't make me sweat quite as much. And you do get a layer of fleece, a little more soft material where it actually makes contact with your face. Very much RXable. You can definitely put your prescription in these guys. And when it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 133 millimeters, which lands you at a men's medium or a women's medium to large. And last but certainly not least, we have the Wiley X Gravity. This is actually the 2018 Rexy winner of the best motorcycle sunglasses. This is usually my very first recommendation anytime someone calls and says, I want a great pair of glasses for riding. This is my go-to. It's amazing. It has everything that you need. It has that removable gasket that's vented. It has a nice large enough lens, wrap lens, a little bit of side shield here at the front, super flexible temple, grip in the temple, grip in the nose. One thing that I like about this, I was mentioning the strap design on the Breach. This comes with what's called a T-peg strap. So right here in the middle, you'll see that hole. That's where the T-peg strap actually connects to the frame. What that does, that location of where the strap connects actually makes a difference because it's more toward the middle of the temple, gives you more of a goggle feel. Some people really like that goggle style, and you can achieve that while still having a more everyday wearable pair of sunglasses here. Because like I mentioned, the gasket is removable. So if you want to wear these while you're not riding, they don't look off at all. They don't look odd. You can totally wear them and they look great. They feel great. And then when you want to ride and you want that peak protection against wind, dirt, dust, and debris, you just throw those gaskets right back on. Again, like I mentioned, all Wileys are safety rated, so these are safety rated. This in particular, by the way, is our colorway that is unique to SportRx. We did a little partnership with Wiley X, and we got to choose this colorway that you can only find through SportRx. And I happen to really like it, so you can check that out as well. Very much RXable. Also, by the way, that RX adapter, that prescription adapter, is something that the Gravity is available with as well. So another great option if you have a strong prescription and you've always been told no when you're looking for a wrap style. Check out the Gravity. When it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 135 millimeters, which lands you at a men's medium to large or a women's large. That wraps it up for our top picks for motorcycle glasses for wind protection and dry eyes. If you're ready to shop any of these great styles, stick around for a moment longer. We'll have an easy to click shop now button. And again, if you're ready to order, do not forget about that See Better guarantee. I really think it gives you a ton of peace of mind. And if peace of mind is your thing, us opticians, we're like peak peace of mind. Our whole reason for being here is to help you get the right thing for you the first time. So let us help you. Reach out to us. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this is interesting or valuable information. If so, throw us a like because that helps us out. You can find relevant videos over here if you're ready to shop these great styles, because why would you not be? Click this button right here. So easy to click. If you're looking for more content to consume, check us out on our social media outlets. I think that you'll like it because we have good stuff. You can find us on our handle at SportRx.